If a man is at home flogging his child and he's beating his wife, he's not tough. He's just wicked. Except that man is fighting on that man outside that is his neighbor. Every day they come outside, they fight in neighbor, we be man. Any neighbor where you see, whether he like the man do they fight all he made, that's a tough guy. They say elites compete at the top. That's why I don't call any Nigerian elite. They are pseudo elites. They are local elites. That's why I always say that they don't have money. They don't, because they have no imagination. Real wealth is in imagination. Can Dangote truly call himself an elite? Is he competing with Bill Gates in any way? Elites compete at the top. That's where elites compete. Elite do not show off to poor man. The wealth of Nigerian billionaires is to show off to poor people. And that's not wealth. Their wealth is nonsense to their fellow rich people. It's change. Dangote's money is chicken change. $10 money is chicken change. All this, whoever, what be their name? Elumelu's money is chicken change. All these people, their money is chicken change compared to where their mates are. People in the same industry as them abroad that have imagination. If Elon Musk wake up with Elumelu's money, what do you think Elon Musk is going to do to himself? What do you think Elon Musk is going to do with himself? He's going to commit suicide, bro. So they're not competing. Which business, on which level is Dangote and Bill Gates competing? You say Bill Gates is his friend, yes, but Bill Gates is also his helper. Bill Gates is helping life. Bill Gates is his helper. Is it Bill Gates making? What is he making that Bill Gates? Which market? In which market is Bill Gates competing that Dangote is also competing? Which market? Which field? What business? What threat is Bill Gates, Dangote to Bill Gates? In what avenue are they both dragging anything? Elites compete at the top. Our own elite in Nigeria is their money is to show off to poor man. They don't compete at the top. That's why if the president, because I'm only saying it because the president, they continually talk, say, I took the tough decision. I take the tough, will somebody have to take the tough decision? No, sir. That's not a tough decision, no. That's a wicked, you took a wicked decision. The tough decision would have been to face your fellow elites. That would have been the tough decision. The tough decision would have been, let's investigate the subsidy fraud. What caused the subsidy fraud? That is a tough decision. Tough decision will be like, say, who is manipulating the currency? Which people are going behind our back to CBN to take dollar that they should not take? Which people are buying dollar cheap and selling it high on the streets back to Aboki? Which people are using the opportunity to take dollar from the central bank and recirculate it into our system in the black market? That would have been a tough decision. That would have mean that you are facing your class, your mates, them, and they are the real reason Nigeria is suffering. That's why even though you now remove the subsidy, even though you now flood the naira, even though now wicked us will not do anything, even though you have heaped suffering on the working class and poor people of this country that had nothing to do with this problem except their subservience, to their own enemies. Nothing has changed. And they say give it time. If we like, we'll give it 10 years. Nothing will change in this your policy because it's a wicked policy. It has not addressed the issue. Addressing the issue, now you go me say you did tough. That would have been tough. You'd have been a tough guy. If you have addressed, but you have not addressed the issue. None of the issues are.
Thank you, Shem. I know some of you don't like him because Shewin is almost like somebody that can take on anyone. And typical Nigerians they just want you to focus on the people. It's like if I don't like somebody now, I also want you not to like the person. That's the typical Nigerian. So if a Nigerian likes this person, the attitude of my criminal is better than your criminal, my thief is better than your thief. Here you get. My own criminal is God-fearing. Your own, they fear God. Kind of. Where people believes that there are some certain people you don't leave this one, leave that one, go and talk about that one. Kind of, typical Nigerian. But if you take his message, he's just like a messenger. Forget about every other thing you don't like about him. When people say things you don't like, you should, they are not the problem. You are the problem. Yeah, I figured that out. We all have our sentiment. Oh, I have mine. Me, I've told you before. I said, my own sentiment is that the people that are supposed to actually make things better, who are making it worse for you, I am more interested in them than those who have no capacity whatsoever to either make your life worse or better. For example, a lot of you don't like Peter Obi. You have no reason not to like him, but you still don't like him. There are some of you who actually hated Peter Obi than the way you feel towards these criminals in Nigeria. Your anger is that they are all the same. But there are people like us who believe that they are not. You know why? Right now, before now, it was Bokwari. Bokwari was your president, whose actions, policies, inactions can make your lives. You know what I mean? People who are supposed to kind of arrest criminals, but they are shielding them. But some of you want to just use one blanket and say, Obi too. No, Obi is not your problem. Similarly, there are those of you who actually hated Omoyele Sowore, but it is not your problem. Reason is this. If your Nigeria is going to take a turn, or turn the corner, the people making the decision for Nigeria right now, from your state governors, local government chairmen, National Assembly, your president and the rest of them, ministers, all of them, they are the ones who are making decisions now. They are the ones you are supposed to get mad at. You are supposed to be mad with right now. But if you are now getting mad with Obi or getting mad with Sowore because you have something about them, it is called misplaced priority. Misplaced their priority. Here you get. So I have my own prejudices, and that is by hierarchy. The problem of Nigeria right now is APC, Ebekebe, and everything associated with it. The next to it is people destroying people because they have governors. They have this and that too. Their actions and inactions are the ones ruining your lives right now. So you face them. You don't begin to share the blame to those who can't really, they can't move a needle in the sack. So getting mad because of Peter Obi, whatever it is that's going on with your head or going on in your head, is called misplaced priority. You cannot say because Tinubu is destroying Nigeria, so Peter Obi must share part of it. He has no chance, he has no role, he has no power to either make your life better or worse. The only people who have that power making the policy, they are Tinubu and his gang. And they are responsible for the destruction of Nigeria. 100%. You don't share it. But some of you don't see it that way. To you. Now all of them be the same. No, they are not. People making decisions and policies that are destroying lives because they are the one in the saddle. They are the one you should hold in the jugular. So similarly, if Sheung says something you don't like, he is not responsible for what is going on in Nigeria. Even if he is supporting Tinubu or supporting this, no. He is not responsible. Because if your life is going to take a turn tomorrow, again, the criminals making the decisions are those you should hold responsible. 100%. If the table turns tomorrow, and Sowore becomes your president, for example, and your Naira is crashing, I'm not going to go back and start looking for Bokwari, I'm not going to be looking for Tinubu. No. We hold Showore responsible. That's how it should be, because whatever Bokwari did, whatever Tinubu is doing, it is because they are those who have the power to do them now. But some of you don't see it that way. You love sharing the whole thing, hating the wrong people. Therefore, by the time you have you say you want to fight your oppressors, when I don't share the blame already, you have nothing to motivate you to go after your oppressors anymore. Because some people, you hate some people. This one, I don't like him. This one, he's part of them. No, it's not. It's not. You know? Why do you think nobody is talking about Bokwari anymore? Because with all Bokwari did, he should be in jail right now. No be Showore go jail him, no be Obi go jail him, no be Sheung go jail him. You don't have to agree with them. I'm just saying, the only person who has the power to jail anybody who destroyed Nigeria, is no other person than Tinubu. But he won't do it. Fine. Then hold him responsible. Don't share it. Don't spread it. Don't divide it because of, Again, that is how you should see it. Maybe if you begin to see it that way, we can begin to indeed have a consensus. Sheung, please continue. Or finish what you are saying, rather.
None of the issues have been addressed. All you have done is taking wicked position because no one spend too much, and I want to save more money, and thief on ourselves. Finish. Subsidy was taking too much money and giving it to the oil boys. Government workers too need to money to thief now. Permanent secretary no go thief. Permanent secretary want thief now. Minister want thief now. All of them want thief their own. If they take all the money they give subsidy, then when anybody want to do for oil business, no go they see. So let's find a way to reduce money we are giving them. Let the people pay more. Yeah, that's all that happened here. So now you have money for jet, you have money for yacht, you have money for party in Saint-Tropez, you have money to renovate building, you have money to be sharing for all your people. Finish. Finish. But every day I open the news, so the tough decision, the president had to take the tough decision. The president died. There was nothing tough about this decision. Nothing tough about it. That's why our head they catch that NLC president. That's why people, that time is over. You betray the people, ancestors will hammer you now. Bimni. You betray the people. The ancestors are back. I've told you people, I don't tell you Natalia for this life. Ancestors are back. I've told you people this. The ancestors are back. So if you do anyhow, you no go tell before you see anyhow. Our courts have been privatized. I say our courts, the judges have privatized the courts. The judges have privatized the courts. So government somebody will be wanted by the government. He has committed a crime. A public institution will now issue warrant that don't arrest him. Imagine if that court had not been privatized by the judge. What part of law is that? To pass judgment that somebody should not be arrested. Then now another court can say, okay, this person must be arrested. Till now, even the police cannot arrest the person. The governor of the state that the AFCC is saying was robbed. The people of that state are the ones the governor they represent. Now that governor, which is supposed to represent the people of the state where they thief that kind of money from, is using the office of that state to protect the governor from being the former governor from being arrested. Do you understand the depth of the privatization of these institutions? That people can go into these places and remove billions and nobody will see anything for the years because they thief 80 billion at once. It is not once they steal that kind of money. EFCC did not know. They cannot tell us that they just found out that after I left office. The right attitude of our security operatives, our security agency, is to be making noise every day, so that by the time the person is even leaving office, the wahala and the noise will be so much, everybody go know say as they sign, they go jail. But no, they don't say anything. Everything will be quiet. They can't just start to ask him one day, hey, we investigate for overnight. Okay, now that the judge have lifted this thing, where is the arrest? Where is the manhunt? Do you see them looking for him all over the place? Is he on the news constantly that he's wanted? The privatization of our public institutions is mad. It's a mad thing. And why am I doing this live today? Because I realized, talking to a lot of people, I say my people, instead of losing faith in these people, they lose faith in the institutions. And that is what these people actually want. That's their goal. All these our oppressors, what they want, their goal, their ambition, they say make we lose interest in these our institutions. So we must not let them win. We must not let them win.
Thank you, Shion. And Princess, you are right. You see, in the case of those who are destroying the contraption, right? Of course, we have enablers, you know, enablers that sort of give excuses for them, enablers that try to gaslight others or blame others. Some of us have platforms. My platform is a very small platform. Okay. There are those who have a bigger and bigger, massive platforms that they could have actually lent their voices into helping or amplifying the voices of smaller people like us, so that more and more people will actually have confidence to stand up. It doesn't matter that yours may not be to take on the mighty ones up there. It may just be the smaller creeps, right, around you who are also participating in this destruction, right? Somebody said, anybody that is not talking about the breakup of Nigeria is part of the problem. That is wrong. You can't say that. Because listen, talking about the breakup of Nigeria, a lot of people talk about that. But actually, right, there are those who have actually used that just to get the attention of the ruiners of Nigeria. And the moment they get their attention, they will drop it. And they will join the looting gang. I've seen it. I've seen that many times. Because a lot of people like us are so tired that we have been swindled many times by chancers who couldn't break into the establishment to collect their own share. But they joined us to propagate, let us break up this thing, let us, yeah. And because that's what we want, we embrace them. And the moment you embrace them, they get closer to your oppressors. Collected their own rubber and started preaching against the breakup. They started giving you reasons why Nigeria cannot just break up like that. I've seen it happen many times. That is why you can't say anyone not talking about it has to be beyond talking. It requires showing that you actually want that contraption to break. And that's why we need to keep educating ourselves why it has to break. Yeah, it's important. And that's why we also must continue to give reasons why you should not join those who are building hope. Because whether you like it or not, there are many of us, even on this platform. They support the breakup of Nigeria. They also support that Obi should be president. So it's like casting their net. If Obi become president, they don't need to break up Nigeria. If Showore become president, they don't need to break up Nigeria. But if these two don't become president, I support the breakup of Nigeria. That is not right. That is not what do you call a commitment. So we need more people to understand why. That, you see, it is not just the breakup of Nigeria. It is also the breakup of the mentality that Nigeria has instilled in many, many of us. You see, if I can't have it, let's match it. Oh, if I can have it, let's wait. Remember those who are shouting Yoruba Nation with us. Today they call us Omoale because of Tinubu, a Yoruba man who is now the president of Nigeria, who is destroying Nigeria even more now. We are called Omoale. They are actually now calling us not just Omoale. They are saying we are enemies of Nigeria. People where they shout Yoruba Nation together. They are now saying, now people enemy of Nigeria, enemy of Yorubas. They want to break up Nigeria. Why is it that when a Yoruba man is president, they want to break up Nigeria now? Yoruba Ronu. Yoruba Ronu. I have seen it. I'm talking from experience. Yeah. People that used to be on my phone 24/7. We have all the reasons in the world why we need to break away from this contraption. Today, they are saying, not now, not now. We will do it later. Now they are now preaching tribal this, tribal that. They say they want to break up Nigeria. And why is it on the head of a Yoruba man? Yeah, let us think. Oh, let us think. Why is it that Yoruba, now that a Yoruba man is a president, that's now they want to say we should not do that too. But if Igbo man becomes your president tomorrow, we see these characters shouting Yoruba Nation again. If Hausa man become president of Nigeria tomorrow, they will begin to scream. Yoruba need to, we need to, nye. So that is why it is not just about people talking about the breakup of Nigeria, or those who are not talking about it, that you say they are part of the problem. No. The genuinity of the breakup of Nigeria also should include that mentality that Nigeria has instilled in you. An Igbo man, we 100% support the breakup of Nigeria right now. But we can't test their faith yet. Nigeria is a place whereby they've told us repeatedly, Igbo man will never be president of Nigeria. They are saying it. And there are many Igbos who have accepted that too. There is no amount of what we do. They will never let Igbo man. So what are we doing? Why are we part of Nigeria then? Why Biafra will continue to be so appealing to an average Easterner is because others are telling them that even though they are in Nigeria, part of Nigeria, but they will never. They said the Igbos should start building bridges. People that destroyed Nigeria, Hausa Fulani, Yoruba, the Westerners, the Northerners, the Middle Belters, who have tasted the power and destroyed Nigeria. They are asking the Igbos, who have never been in charge of Nigeria per se, to go build bridges if they want to lead Nigeria. So, to an Igbo person, why are we part of this whole nonsense, this whole contraption? It is sellable. Now we will know if they make an Igbo man president of Nigeria one day, if you last that long, we can possibly now check. They say don't test their, may your loyalty never be tested. May your loyalty never be tested. Anything that will make them test your loyalty. Because when that time comes, they will probably, imagine if Obi is your president right now. And Nigeria is what it is right now. And as usual, the Yorubas are screaming, Yoruba Nation, we need to break up, we need to break up. An average Igbo man will be like, why do you want to break up now? Then an Igbo man destroy Nigeria. That is how much confusion that contraption has possibly foisted on the rest of us. So we need to explain to every one of us that why we need to break up from this contraption. And genuinely, we probably first need to break our connected mentality that linked us to this contraption subconsciously. Me, I have detached myself from that contraption, like mentally. So if tomorrow they say, oh, yeah, let's do it, I will vote yes. But you will see so many others that will be like, you don't have to believe me. I'm just saying that you should think it. So the contraption itself, where the institutions and all of them, rather than build institutions, Nigeria has been building, powerful. Instead of building powerful institutions, you are building powerful individuals, selfish individuals, making decisions that are so selfish, never national, nothing national. So yes, we have enablers.